A specialized shipping office, delivery works. I enter through the sign-bearing automatic doors and am greeted by the smiling face of Yoshi-san, who sits at the reception desk.
Welcome! Oh, Alba-chan, hello!
Thanks as usual. I bow slightly and put the paper bag on the counter. A small dog with dangling glossy fur sits proudly on the counter and closely watches my movements. It's the sign dog of this shop, Yoshi-san's all-mate, Clara. I'd like to send this, please.
Yes, I'll take care of it.
With experienced hands, Yoshi-san checks the address and pushes a nearby button. A box next to the counter opens and she throws the paper bag inside. The courier is a shipping service that sends packages immediately to anywhere in the old resident district. Even though we're on a small island, no one could possibly walk the same distance within a day. That's why in this town, where automobiles and such are inconvenient, it's very useful. Now then, with this my work today is finished. Well then, excuse me.
Alba-chan, are you going back to the shop after this?
No, I'm going home for today. The manager is closing the shop early, so he said I can go home once I'm done with this.
Oh, is that so? Isn't that nice? Doesn't the last episode of If It's Dan there today? You can watch it in real time.
Dan? What's that?
No way! Didn't I just tell you the other day?
Did you?
What was it again? It's a drama! Goodbye with a cheek dance. Today it's finally decided who will be the partner. I'm definitely thinking that Kaiser Matsuoka would be perfect. That fresh smile is absolutely beautiful. I just can't get enough.
Right. Yoshi-san wraps her hair around her finger and looks absent-minded with eyes like a girl in love. Well, she isn't really a bad person. Well, I'll be taking my...
Speaking of which, Alba-chan, have you heard? You know that story, I think you may not know.
Yoshi-san seems to be quite serious and draws her eyebrows together while beckoning. She's not a bad person. I give up and bring my face closer to hers. There are no other people in the shop, but for some reason, Yoshi-san starts to speak in a whispering voice.
You know, Hyokatani in the north? That dangerous district. It was never a good place from the start, but recently I've heard dangerous rumors.
Yeah?
There seems to be a team whose leader is a super diabolical condemned criminal.
Ah, Scratch, was it? Some dangerous gang seems to be around that area a lot now.
Yes. The team seems to be completely made of prisoners. If I remember right, even before that there were stories about people getting kidnapped or buildings being destroyed, right? It's so scary! You can't even walk alone peacefully at night. And the police aren't reliable at all. Not to mention they don't know what to do for us. Really, it's a hard world we live in.
It's true that the police of the old resident district hardly do their jobs. They don't care if crimes are committed. For example, when passing a policeman, if you get on his nerves even just a little bit, you'll be punched or, in the worst case, arrested. They're just like Yakuza.
I kind of want to go soon too. Hey, what do I do if I'm attacked on the way home?
Eh? Yoshi-san sends me a meaningful look with sparkling eyes. I think you'll be fine.
What? Alba-chan, how mean! How can you just say I'll be fine?
Well, I'm finished, so good job today.
Wait.
When I try to hurry to the exit, I'm stopped by a different voice in Yoshi-san's.
Huh? I wonder how the blue one is doing. Oh, Clara-chan, did you miss Ren? That's right, Clara-chan is a very good friend of Ren-chan's.
Yoshi-san lifts Clara in her arms and looks at me with eyes full of expectation. Unfortunately, I left him at home.
He's in that bag of yours, isn't he? Were you going to leave without having him say hello to me?
When she presses me like that, I know I can't escape anymore. I'm sorry, Ren, but endure it for a little while. I take out Ren, who is in sleep mode, from the bag and tap his head lightly to start him.
Alba, what's the matter?
Ren, could you say hi to Clara-chan? Ren's tail and ears droop. In front of him is the cocky Clara-chan being held by Yoshi-san.
What is it? Is he still asleep? How are you, Clara? I'm fine, Ren.
Clara wags her tail joyfully. Yoshi-san almost lowers the corners of her eyes and smiles.
Really, Clara-chan and Ren-chan are such good friends. Ha 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 ha.
Since the greetings are over, this time I really...
Oh, wait a minute, Alba-chan. Just one thing. Wait just a minute. Sorry, I know you're leaving.
When I was freed from Yoshi-san and went out, it was already nighttime. Ren, good job back there.
If it can't be avoided, I'll do what I must.
Ren crouches down in the bag wearily. Clara seems to like Ren in such a manner that when her eyes meet, it looks like she's begging for help. The personality of all mates can be set to one's liking. It changes with each environment little by little. As a result, a difference comes out in the chemistry between all mates, just like with people. Ren seems to not like Clara. Unfortunately for Ren, I think it's a bit entertaining.
Are you okay too, Alba?
Somehow. After Yoshi-san stopped me, I was treated to a cake that had a huge amount of whipped cream on it. She'd made it in cooking class. More accurately, I was forced to eat it all. Thanks to that, I now have severe heartburn. So, let's go home now. I pat Ren's back to encourage my fellow soldier, who barely evaded death, and begin to walk towards home. The town was now dressed in night, and flashy neon lights lit up the shops everywhere. Because illegal construction isn't regulated, the sky in the old resident district is covered with the shadows of distorted buildings. That's why it's kind of dark even during the day. When night falls, groups that almost seem like they were in hiding until then come out. Ribstees groups gather too, so there's a completely different vibe from daytime. Ribsters are people in old resident district teaming up and fighting in the turf wars by themselves. Because Ribstees is older than Rhyme, the guys doing Rib lock down the ones doing mostly Rhyme. The Ribsters think of those who do Rhyme as big-headed wise guys who live in their own fantasy worlds. But since it seems like some Ribsters that are switching to Rhyme, lately there have been many quarrels between the two groups. While I advance through the lively atmosphere, my hand is suddenly grabbed from behind. Oh, isn't this a Brain Nuts jacket? The person who grabs my arm is a frivolous man whose hair is dyed red, probably younger than me. Hey, wasn't this design on Premiere right now? This time a green-haired guy approaches. Oh no, I want this so bad! Hey, mister! The red-haired one looks at me jealously. They sell these at the shop in front of the station. When I try to shake it off his hand with great effort, the redhead looks at me angrily. Wait a sec, hey! What's with your attitude? I'm telling you I want this right here and now. You deaf? And by the way, we're Bug Bomb. Ever heard of us? So what's all this? You underestimating us? The green-haired guy holds out his wrist proudly. On it is a tattoo of a winking girl with enormous breasts leaning over a big pink bomb. Whoa. Aren't these guys ashamed of having someone carve that on them? And I haven't heard of Bug Bomb before. Even though this tattoo would also be a thing that people in teams do, I knew very well that these guys were underlings. Because they're only that, they like to pick up fights openly like this. Lame. What did you say just now? I just called you lame. Huh? You, what's your team? I'm not in one. Don't tell me you're a no-mark.
Seriously?
Red and green look at each other and started to smile stupidly. You can't be serious! There are tag arts used as team symbols in Rib, and Team's tag art is tattooed somewhere on your body when you join. Those who don't have a tattoo are assumed not to do not to Rib. That's why it's common that no-marks become targets of diversion for Ribsters. There's no team that holds a grudge if you happen to kill a no-mark. If you're a no-mark, means it's okay to do you in.
'Cause we can afford to. Hey bro, let's go over there for a little while, okay?
Better leave while you're ahead.
Huh?
Red and Green throw an exaggerated glare at the voice coming from behind them. If you get involved with him, he'll break both of your jaws.
Oh, what?
What? Who are you? As soon as the green-haired one sees the owner of the voice, his facial expression stiffens.
Hey, this is bad.
What's bad?
That's the leader of Dry Juice, Mizuki.
What? Dry juice? Do you know that guy's killer technique? Fox's heel drop. Eat it once and it'll break your jaw.
God damn, I can't keep up with the voices.
If you're from Dry Juice, you should have said so from the start.
That's Graham.
After saying worthless last words, the two of them ran off like puppies with tails between their legs. Witnessing that, the guy behind me laughs. That was pretty lame. If you're gonna run, don't start a fight at all. Already knowing his identity, I turn around. Yo! Long time no see, Alba. Fuck, that was terrible. Long time no see, Alba.
Oh, he's a fascist like me!
This radiantly smiling guy is Mizuki, leader of the largest rib team, Dry Juice. Look a bit lower than his dark hair and below one of his green eye, you'll find a tear tattoo. His team's symbol, proudly displayed on his dark skin. What the heck was that Fox's heel drop thing? I was talking about your foot tricks. I came up with the name just now, but whatever. I wasn't wrong to say you've got broken some jaws before though, right?
That was years ago.
I remember it clearly even now. But anyway, it's unusual for you to be here around this time. Yeah, true. Did you finally feel like joining me in Dry Juice? He smiled widely as he spoke, but I just shrugged my shoulders lightly. No way. I keep saying I don't want to, remember? Try joining a team. All sorts of good things come with it. Mizuki and I hung around a long time ago. We were friends that did a lot of stupid things. He has a friendly personality, but in tight situations he's capable of exact and tight reasoning. Since all the guys participating in Rib like to act real tough, I think it's pretty awesome that he was able to put so many of them together to make the largest Rib team. But I still have no plans to join Dry Juice or become a Ribster. Anyway, I hate anything that would cause me trouble. I know, but lately the state of our team has been somewhat fragile.
Fragile? Really? Isn't your team the best as always?
It's because of that. Because of Rhyme.
Rhyme.
Mizuki's facial expression clouds. Our members are also sneaking to their side. It's fine to hear that Rhyme is a game where you battle with brains, but in the end it's just a delusional game, right? Honestly, I can't figure out what's so good about it. Are you delusionally protecting your turf or what?
Well, yeah, it's weird. It's not like I couldn't understand the feelings Mizuki harbored against Rhyme. The same could be said about Rib, though, that it's a children's foolish war game. But despite that, Mizuki is thinking about his team seriously. He may not forgive the guys who easily jump at the trend.
And then there are those mysterious disappearances.
Mysterious disappearances? And I think we're gonna hang off here for the next episode. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully I'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye!